There clearly used to be some kind of ladder.
I think I'm stuck.
Well, hello, you're hiking with Jenny. I'm finally getting up north to do an overnight after, gosh, how many months has it been? December? 5 months ago when I did the Foothills Trail. Oh my God, has it been that long? Yeah, I haven't gone backpacking since December, which is crazy to me. I'm here to do Mount Whiteface and the Sleepers. I chose this because I've been kind of chipping away at my 100 highest list, which is sort of like the next list that I'm closest to completing after the New England 67, and I think it's East Sleeper is on that list. I'm definitely feeling the weight of my pack right now. I am carrying mostly what I would be bringing to Scotland, because this is sort of going to be a shakedown trip for me for my upcoming backpacking trip in Scotland. I'm testing out some new gear, which I'm excited about. But yeah, this is gonna help me like figure out what works and kind of get used to carrying the weight again, because I'm gonna need to do that for like 2 weeks straight when I'm there. So see how this goes. Supposedly they got snow up in the Whites on Thursday. Today is Sunday. And there's still reportedly a couple inches of snow up on Whiteface as of yesterday. So hopefully it'll be all right. I do know it's going to be cold up there. It's going to be a couple degrees above freezing, I think. But tonight looks clear. Tomorrow morning looks clear. So we're going to make this happen. I'm actually not really sure where I'm camping tonight. I think it's just going to be stealth camping somewhere, because there aren't any shelters up here. Just kind of places you could probably camp. I do appreciate all the signs. So we have 3.4 to Mount Whiteface. The last trip report I saw, which was posted like 20 hours ago, said that, so yesterday they got more rain and sleet, I guess. So the water was running down the trail. So there could be ice. It could be wet. It could be muddy. Probably muddy, at least. And I think around the top, we are going to see some snow. So we'll see how this goes. It might get kind of crazy. Starting to go up already, and I'm already feeling the weight. It's been a while since I've carried any substantial weight on my back while hiking. So this is very informative to me that I need to keep this up. All right, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. Blueberry Ledge Trail is on the Terrifying 25 list. I'm not sure, because I'm not doing the whole Blueberry Ledge Trail. I think we meet up with it at some point. And I don't know which is the terrifying part. Is it the whole thing? Is it just the last part? How terrifying is it? I don't know, because I've never done it before. So we're gonna find out. So I've done a bunch of the Terrifying 25 trails, and some of them kind of live up to their name, and others, like, I don't really know why this is on here. So we'll see which one this is. I want to make a correction to what I said earlier. I think I said that I'm not doing the full Blueberry Ledge Trail, but in fact I am. The trail I wanted to take, I didn't go the right way, but this is still taking me to Mount Whiteface. It's just probably going to be a harder trail. Oops. That's all right though. It'll probably be more well-traveled, which is a good thing. Oh, the bugs are out already. I might have to put my bug net on. All right, well, there's a time for everything. I could have turned around and gone back toward the one I was gonna take, but I don't know. At this point, I think I'm committed. Maybe I'll go down that way tomorrow, you know, especially if it's easier. It's better to take the easier trail going down. Here's one new piece of gear I'm trying out for Scotland. It's a bug net. I have a bug net hat already, but the holes near the top of it are big enough for midges to get through. So I got a secondary net, which I'm probably going to layer with it because I just don't really want to mess around with midges. So double netting seems like it might be effective. Looks like it's clearing up. Starting to get some views out there. I think I'm about 2 to 2.5 miles in so far. Maybe another mile. I'm not really sure. I think we're gonna meet up soon with that trail that I was originally going to take. And so far, it hasn't been all that terrifying. It's just kind of steep. Maybe that's the terrifyingness. But I think I remember that there's some ledges that you walk on. So I'm thinking the terrifying part is yet to come. Kudos to whoever built this trail for putting these steps all the way up here. I can only imagine the amount of work that went into this. Got a little peekaboo view here on the way up. I'm pretty out of breath. This is definitely good for getting me back in shape. I'm gonna need more of this. Still got more steps to go. This is the kind of trail I like. Just flat, wooded. Actually, kind of slightly downhill. First signs of snow. And I have a feeling we're only going to see more the higher up we go. All right, I got my first major challenge. It doesn't probably look that bad, but the rocks are wet and it's kind of slippery, so I'm a little stumped right now. I was thinking of going up this, it's just slippery. And this way, having trouble getting some footholds on it. Okay, I made it. I just put down my poles and used my hands. I think I found the terrifying part. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but there clearly used to be some kind of ladder, and now it's gone because you can see like the holes in the rocks. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but here's 2 of them. So this is going to be fun. Oh God. And the roots you have to grab onto are loose. Oh my God. What even? This is kind of slick. Oh God. How? I think I just have to use my arms and hope that my feet will hold. Maybe like, okay, over here it's more grippy, but it's more steep. Oh God, I don't think I can do this with poles. Okay, some progress. Oh my God. There's nothing to grab onto. All right, a friendly crack. If I can somehow, I really wish I wasn't carrying poles. I'm just gonna set this here, and there's nothing to grab onto though. And like the crack is like just, it's too narrow to wedge myself in. Help! No. Shit. I don't think this is gonna work. Wait. No. Oh my God. Are you serious? I can't do this. Shit. Wow. Oh my God. I hope that was the terrifying part. Oh, that really tested my foot strength. I think I might try to find a different way down tomorrow. All right, next obstacle. This one doesn't look as bad. Wow. Nice view of Mount Chicora from here. And middle sister. Incredible. Turned out to be a beautiful day. This is the Kate Sleeper Trail, and you could tell that it's not as well hiked as the other trail was. Got a blowdown, and
I think I'm stuck.
Got some snow. It's not as bad as I expected it to be, though, so that's good. So my goal right now is, I don't know exactly where this area is that I was planning to camp. I was gonna maybe stealth camp somewhere, I think. And this is a little blowdowny, but basically I'm just gonna hike along this until I see something suitable. And it's just blowdown after blowdown. I think people have been going around, so that's what I'm gonna do. Some people have hiked this because it is trampled down. It's pretty wet. So far, the trail runners have been adequate for these conditions, so not regretting that yet. This trail makes me feel like I'm in Maine. All the blowdowns and like the not really maintained trail. Kind of feel like I'm all by myself out here. It's kind of lonely and a little bit eerie. The snow has deepened as I'm heading down toward Downs Brook. I'm thinking if there's anywhere to camp, it's gonna be down there. Kate Sleeper Trail. We want to go that way, but I don't know. This is the Downs Brook, I guess. I just spotted something over here. It's fairly flat. It's a little sloped. Huh. This is pretty. So I'm going to finish setting this up in a second, but I have the Durston X Mid Pro 1, and it is a one-person tent, but the fly is just huge on it. Like, it, look at this. It takes up, this is like two-person size. Okay, I'm gonna need this pole, so Sorry. See ya. Okay, so I've got dinner, rehydrating, the shoes have come off, getting comfy, and I'm wearing my new Injinji socks that Injinji sent to me to try, and I'm really liking them. They're super comfy. I love them. They actually sent me a few pairs to try, and I didn't wear them, and I should have, but there was this wool pair, and I think that the wool makes a lot of sense in the winter time, and I didn't wear them because I was like, oh, it's warmer now, but I think they actually would have been nice because it is still pretty cold. I mean, let's face it, this is basically a winter trip in May. I guess I got that winter trip I've always been wanting, but it's actually not that bad. I think it's like low 40s right now, and I'm bundled up, so it's not that bad. So these Injinjis, I think, are the mid-weight ones, and yeah, they feel really comfortable. I think they're like slightly thicker than the ones I usually wear in summer. I love the colors. They're just really fun. Dinner tonight is pasta marinara from Good to Go. I've had this one a lot. It's one of my favorites. I like to add Parmesan cheese to it and a few extra crushed red pepper flakes to add a little bit more spice. And it's good. It's a classic. So what I like about these is they're gluten-free. And I mostly eat gluten-free, especially on trail. And they're made kind of local. They're in Maine, so I like that. And the food's good. Well, cozied up in my tent. It's definitely not as cozy as my hammock, though. But I think it'll be all right. It's weird sleeping in a tent. I don't know. I'm used to just being cradled and just all warm and cozy. But it's a little chilly out. But I just got in my quilt, so I'm sure it'll take a little bit to get warmed up. Oh, I never talked about my sleeping pad. So I'm using the REI Helix, I think it's called. I thought it'd be more comfortable for me because it's got the baffles. So the one I used in Scotland last time wasn't really insulated, so I didn't think it was going to cut it. This one is, I think it's rated like R value of 4 or something like that. So it's a little warmer. It is narrower though. But yeah, so that's gonna be a little getting used to because I'm a side sleeper and I roll around a lot. So, and I'm using my silk liner to add warmth. I'm using my 40-degree quilt. It's like just on the border of not being warm enough because it's like 38 degrees and this is the 40-degree quilt. But I was thinking with the silk liner, that'll make a difference. So we'll see how tonight goes because it might dip down a little bit colder tonight. But I don't think it's going to go freezing. It really is so quiet and peaceful out here. It really makes you think, like, people are always so afraid of the outdoors, yet it's so peaceful. And our day-to-day lives aren't really like that. And I think that's more scary. Out in the woods, I don't really feel afraid by myself. Like, it kind of feels like I should, but I don't. Good morning. I now understand why some people say they don't sleep well in tents.
I like my tent. The sleeping pad wasn't cutting it. It's too narrow, and I was kind of chilly all night. Especially my feet. My feet never got warm. And every time I'd have to turn around, I'd have to wake up and kind of readjust everything. So this is why we do shakedowns. So I definitely slept in this morning because I kept waking up last night. So I'm just getting started. I'm about to make breakfast. And then I'm gonna try and hike a mountain. I'm trying out this breakfast hash from Good to Go, something that they sent me to try out. So it's got butternut squash with feta, spinach, and rosemary. We'll see how this is. I'm not a huge breakfast person. I usually just oatmeal and tea and call it a day, but I'm trying something different. I can see the chunks of feta in there. It tastes healthy. I don't think this is something that I would get every day. Something seems like it didn't get rehydrated all the way. There's something crunchy in there. There isn't a ton of flavor, but it's good. Like, you could eat it like without feeling disgusted. So that's like a win for backpacking food. I didn't end up finishing it because I'm not a big eater in the morning, but I got enough to eat for now, and I packed up the rest to have later, maybe when I build up an appetite. I'm gonna bag those peaks, try and get moving. It's 9:43.
All right, getting back on trail. Snow's definitely a little meltier this morning. I think it's going to be warmer today, so I think a lot of this is gonna be gone completely pretty soon. Just to give an impression of how grown in and blowdowny this is, I didn't even see the trail, and there was just this blockade, but the only thing that tipped me off is that the snow is slightly trampled down over here, so I know someone walked through here, and then that looks more like a trail. But yeah, this is really bad. If I wasn't doing this list, I don't think I would ever want to do this hike. Unless there's probably it's probably easier if you come from the other side, like if you're doing the tri-pyramids, I would think. But yeah, this has not been maintained in a little while. It's interesting to see this after coming all that way with not really much trail building, but this is a welcome sight. Well, the sign looks new, so I think summit is this way. Oh, no one's actually been up here. Whew. All right, I found the summit marker, East Sleeper. It definitely feels very remote. So this is on the New England 100 highest list, and it's, I don't know what number for me. I'll put it up on the screen, but it's done. I don't have to do it again. So I'm back at that trail junction, and this is the trail. I mean, maybe it gets better. I mean, at least I see a blue blaze. But I don't think I'm feeling it today. It's another 0.8. And it's probably going to be more of this stuff I've already done. And it's not 100 highest in New England. It's on the New Hampshire 100 highest. And I haven't even begun thinking about that one yet. I think I'm going to start heading back because it's probably going to be at least 6 miles back to the car. And it's 10:30 and I still have to drive home. So I think this is a good ending point. I think I'm still pretty tired from yesterday because I'm really dragging this morning. This is good though, because I'm going to have to get used to getting up and hiking again every day. So I think I'm going to take a different trail going down. It is a little bit longer, but it looks a lot more gradual. So I'm going to take this to Dicey's Mill Trail, and that'll bring me back to the parking lot area. There's that view of Mount Chicora again. We actually passed the true summit of Whiteface back there. And I remembered there being a pile of rocks. And I either was not paying attention or it wasn't there, but it was pretty unremarkable. I didn't even know that I had passed it. Toughest parts of the day are done. Still got a while to go, but I'm tired. And it's good. It's good that I'm tired because it means I really worked my body, and so it's good training. Got the bug net on again because the bugs are out once you descend to a certain elevation. This was a pretty successful shakedown hike. I'm definitely glad I did this before I went out there and realized, oh, like this sleeping pad really isn't working. So I feel definitely more prepared for Scotland, and also just getting up and hiking every day. I could really feel it today. I'm wiped after the day I had yesterday and the long day getting back to the car. I've done 14 miles and 5 of those was yesterday. So today, so far, I've done 9 miles and basically hit up a couple 4,000 foot mountains while I was at it. So I am wiped. Oh, so tired. I'm gonna sleep well tonight, that's for sure. And definitely warmer. Trail spits you off someone's driveway. Kind of weird. It does say it's the trail though. This is what I like to see. It's so pretty here. It smells like flowers are in bloom. It's got like a sweet, perfumey smell. There's definitely people parked past the no parking signs. Wow. Looks like it got even busier than yesterday. All right, here we are. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching and happy trails.